Our vegetable-in-chief Tombstone Biden has just announced another $7.7 billion in student debt loan forgiveness today. He says, I quote, education should never be a barrier to opportunity, with a bunch of slurring in between, and I will never stop working to cancel debt, despite Republican officials' attempts to stop us. I don't know what happened. I mean, I thought the Supreme Court stopped this debacle. I don't understand how he's able to get away with this. But again, this is the guy that's leading our country. This is the guy who wants to lead our country for another 4 years. And why? I just have a really interesting question. Why do you keep, as I lose my glasses, why do you keep dividing the country? You know, over 50% of the country, as a matter of fact, let me say this. Let me back up a little bit. Over 70% of the country thinks you're doing a piss poor job, Tombstone Biden. You have the lowest approval rating of any president in the history of the United States. It's less than 36%. It's a world record-breaking all-time low. And instead of bringing the country together, you just divide even further? MAGA extremists, Republicans, cult-leading it's like you're supposed to bridge the divide, not expand the divide. We've already got an economy that's in the absolute toilet. Gas is up, food is up, groceries are up, the price of living is up, the cost of living is up, inflation is up, businesses are closing down, and you're going to just cancel billions and billions of dollars of student loan debt. And why? Because the Democrats are in complete panic mode. They are losing, and they're losing bad right now. This is desperation. They don't give a rat's ass about helping you out financially. They don't give a rat's ass about 87% of the American public who actually pay their debts, who actually pay what they borrow, actually have integrity when it comes to their financials. And wait till you see, even NBC has finally woken up to this. I am blown away, shocked by this question from NBC's Peter Alexander. And watch how the press secretary, Corinna Jean-Pierre, watch how she answers this. But first, you want to know who's getting forgiven? You want to know whose debt? You want to know whose student loan is getting forgiven? This is who. Check this out.
It was hit me a little differently as a Black woman sitting here, because it almost seemed as if you either get diversity or you get qualifications. It did not seem as if my colleague understood that someone can be diverse and qualified. And it is why you have people like me that get very frustrated, not just in the halls of Congress, but in general in this country. Because as I'm sitting here, and there seemed to be this question of you're either diverse or you're qualified, all I could think about was the fact that I currently hold an honorary doctorate. I also hold a Juris Doctorate. I also hold a bachelor's. I also technically hold the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Civil Air Patrol, and I actually practiced law for almost 2 decades, in addition to serving on various boards, in addition to being a prior state lawmaker. And there are those that would make some people believe that because I happen to be Black and or a woman, that somehow, even though I can rattle off all the qualifications in the world, my Blackness makes me unqualified. My question to you is that the attitude that you subscribe to?
Absolutely not, Congresswoman.
That's our girl, Ghetto Crockett, back in the business. Always injecting race where there is zero mention of race in a confirmation hearing, listing off all her accolades and credentials. First of all, Colonel Air Force Patrol, bubkus, complete lie. She's completely fraudulent when she says that. She went to a 3rd-tier law school, so her Juris Doctorate is completely moot. All of her degrees come from universities and schools that lost accreditation. These are the people. These are the kinds of qualified people that Tombstone Vegetable-in-Chief Biden wants to forgive. And if this was such a sound investment, if this was an actual policy where it represented how much Biden, Harris, and the Democrats actually care about the American public, Why would Peter Alexander ask this?
Just to put a fine point on it right now, for the 4.7 million Americans who have received this debt relief, the average, as you said at the start of this visit, was $35,000 their relief has been for. So I guess why don't those individuals who didn't receive $35,000 in debt cancellation deserve a $35,000 check from other Americans for what other means they would want to use it?
You're talking about
Those people who didn't go to college, so they're not getting debt relief, the $35,000 that they don't get because they didn't go.
We're talking about folks who are in debt who are literally being crushed. Literally being crushed because they took,
Literally being crushed. Let's be
financially. Okay, is that okay with you? Okay, but I know, but crushed financially. And so they're trying to get their lives back on track. Right? They're trying to get...
Whoa. Peter Alexander from NBC corporate left state media asking a question, a direct question. The whole world saw that. The whole country saw that. You see that now. You can't unsee it. You can't unhear it. And then you can hear in the background there, it sounded like Peter Ducey from Fox, but I'm not sure, saying, what do you mean crushed? And then she, of course, is searching for BS answers. First of all, people who have student loan debt are being crushed. The entire American public right now. There isn't an American citizen out there. There isn't a family out there. There isn't anybody out there who's trying to work hard and do right. Actually exercise sound financial decisions. Actually trying to do the right thing and pay back their debt, pay their credit card off, pay their financial debt off, or whatever debt they have, student loan, etc., who are not being crushed right now by your Bidenomics. And then you have the audacity to single out, instead of telling the truth, she's searching for answers, making up all this BS. We're trying to help these people get back on their feet. They are being financially crushed. What are you talking about? Everybody is in financial dire straits right now. Who isn't in dire? Have you been to the gas pump yet? Corinna St. Jean-Pierre? Have you been to Ralph's? Have you been to an actual grocery store, an Aldi or whatever, a supermarket? Have you been there lately? Miss Corinna Jean-Pierre? Wah, wah, wah. Sound like Maurice Chevalier. I mean, it's just so absurd, and it's really insulting, actually. Everything that she just said is 100%. And so why don't you just call it for what it is? You're trying to steal votes. You're trying to buy votes. You're trying to rig this election. And you're trying to do things that are so abhorrent, so against code of conduct, ethically, professionally, legally. Why don't you just call it for what it is? Here's another asinine claim that Tombstone Biden and his cronies are calling this student debt forgiveness. Listen to Fox Business Network's Brady Trimble right here as he grills Corinna Saint, whatever her name is. Check it out.
I just wanted to follow up on the student loan debt forgiveness. In the announcement, the Undersecretary of Education said, "We congratulate those borrowers on their due forgiveness." I'm just wondering why people who take out a loan to go to school, then go to school, why are they due forgiveness?
Everybody has a different story as to why they need student loans. Everybody has a different reasoning as to why they want to go to college. I cannot speak for everyone.
But why is forgiveness due to them?
What we have been very clear about is the student loan system needs to be fixed. The president is trying to do that and fix it in a way where people are not feeling that crushing financial burden that they deal with when they leave college. And that is something that they shouldn't have to. They should be given a little bit of breathing room.
What in the world are you talking about? What do you mean given a little breathing room? You make it sound like they were completely blindsided by all this student debt. They signed a promissory note. You have to sign and apply like any borrower in any sound financial system. Nobody is putting a gun to your head and saying, sign the dotted line. They signed the disclosure docs. They signed the agreement saying, this is how much you're going to take out each semester. This is how much tuition is. This is how much yada yada is. I did too. I took out a student loan when I was going to school. I'm so confused. What in the world are you talking about? You make it sound like that's something criminal, that these guys were forced to take on this debt. And he's trying to fix that. He's trying to fix the fact that when you borrow money, you need to repay it. That's what he's trying to fix. Buying votes. It is absolutely unreal what's happening here. And the American public, it's so funny. It's like people are, oh yeah, let's see what good he's doing. He's forgiving student loan debt. Find me an argument that I defy you to find me an argument. And please let me know in the comments. What am I missing? I'm happy to be wrong. I am happy to be wrong. This is America. The best idea wins. This is an actual good thing. That this student debt loan forgiveness is something that behooves and benefits the student, besides, just getting money, debt taken away for no reason. How does this help society? Don't you understand that you and I have to pay for their unsound financial decisions? We have to pay for it. It's not like it just, it disappears. Here's a magic wand. I'm going to make your debt disappear. No, we're the ones who have to pay it. We're going to increase in taxes, increase in God knows what else, in every facet and form, in order to pay off these billions and billions of dollars. We're rewarding terrible financial decisions. That's what we're rewarding. And of all the people that, the majority of these student loan borrowers are younger people. What we're doing is we're also teaching young people that, guess what? You can accrue debt. Don't worry about it. You're due forgiveness. You're due forgiveness? What in the world is happening here? So let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. What am I missing here? Is this somehow a good thing? Again, America first. The best idea wins. So let me know in the comments down below. As always, I try really, really hard to answer and respond to all of the comments. I go through every single comment. I try really, really hard, but it's physically impossible. Consider becoming a member, and super chats and super thanks. Obviously, you get top priority for response. So consider becoming a member. It only costs you a cup of coffee for an entire month to get all sorts of perks, benefits, exclusive content, access to our members-only Discord, as well as a million other things. And you're supporting the truth, getting our country back. So consider that. Also, if you made it this far, don't forget we have our free newsletter. Become a Nez Nation Insider. That's our awesome crew, the best online community on planet Earth. Become a Nez Nation Insider. That's in the pinned comment, in the show notes, and the description. It's our free newsletter, so you never miss out on anything. You get everything right into your inbox. Sometimes when you click subscribe or you follow us, you don't always get notified. This is your fail-safe, so consider that in the pinned comment. Give us your best email. Boom, you're in. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. Follow and subscribe. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.